Hola. I'd like to begin the session on the WISE program, which is Women in Small Enterprise, with a bit of a recap of the conceptual tools and notions that we've been traveling through in the course of this conference, and then show how these are conceptual building blocks for the WISE program that's under development. Looking back to day one, who remembers day one? No one. No one remembers day one, so I'll talk about it. We started with the OI strategic framework and saw the really intentional steer around gender justice, which I love. The gender justice language in the OI framework, who loves it? I love it. As well as around resilience. And then we asked ourselves, how do we apply the gender focus in our work? And we looked across policy and programs and in campaigns to see different manifestations of this. Together, we took time in our working groups to look at what blockers exist to women achieving economic empowerment. And we brainstormed about that together, and we came up with a long, depressing list, which I don't know about you, but afterwards I wanted to just go to sleep or something. I just was very depressed. But let's not be depressed. Because we have research. After that, Norman looked at the most missing of the missing middle research, which identifies the blockers from the perspective of women themselves, as well as from the investors that propose to invest in those women. And if you haven't seen that draft report, for everyone who wants to see it, we have copies. For anyone who hasn't seen it, please tell us. And the reason not to be depressed is that we have tools, we have frameworks, right? Right? They're just waiting to be used. We have the people here who can help you use them. We learned about GEM, and we learned about WELL. And many of you still have questions about GEM and WELL, and we'll have breakout groups later on today to talk about how to apply those to your work with the professionals that are developing them. And we saw fantastic case studies, right? We saw fantastic case studies that are putting women at the center of their interventions and trying to overcome some of these blockers around asset building and capacity building and market access, et cetera. So these are reasons to be encouraged. Then we switched gears a bit, and we looked at leverage through multi-stakeholder partnerships, or another term that's batted around as this ecosystem notion. And we looked at how to work with partners who share our objectives to enhance our resources and skills towards reaching our goals. And we saw examples of this with the microinsurance scheme in Bolivia and the SFC the Saving for Change presentation, and the Andy Network. So, putting all these pieces together, WISE, the Women in Small Enterprise program, seeks to increase impact by working with women's small enterprise financing as an initial entry point, while driving resilience, working through partners, and seeking to create broader systemic change for the women themselves.